Judy talked about love. And love is important in any situation. God is love. And therefore, if we are going to exemplify anything that has to do with God, we have to love. And so we do know that love covers a multitude, like she said. And so even within that, we need safe spaces to be seen, safe spaces to be heard, safe spaces to be understood. And at this stage in life, we face many challenges as women, whether it's health challenges. We might be the grandparent that takes care of the grandkids. We get to a point where we're rediscovering ourselves after decades of pouring ourselves into others, whether it's a job, whether it's your children, whether it's your grandchildren, whatever it may be. And so with that, sisterhood provides a space where we should be able to be vulnerable. We should be able to share, and we should be able to grow without judgment. However, we do know that there are times when, our circle, it's not trusted. What do we do in that case? We have fears, we have concerns, we have life transitions, we struggle with self-worth, so many things. But what if your circle can't be trusted? Talk to me about that, Sheila.
Wow, that's really, really good. I'm gonna take two angles on this.
Okay.
First angle I'm gonna take is from a personal stance, right, on what I need in terms of safe space.
Yes.
The second angle is more of a social situation. I'll take the last one first, the social aspect.
Yes.
From a social standpoint, you experience what they call xenophobia, fear of what may happen.
Yes.
It hasn't happened, but there's a fear that it may happen. And sometimes if you've experienced rejection as a child or as a young adult, as a woman, those things kind of lie dormant in the back of your mind. And as soon as you feel you're being rejected, that xenophobia kicks in. And now you have an onset fear of what may possibly happen.
True.
Right?
Yes.
So for me, it's a fear of rejection. For me, it's a fear of not having, not feeling like everybody can accept me for who I am, for how I am. And that's why I'm blessed to have sisters around me that I don't have to explain myself. At this stage in my life, my mom, and she was being sarcastic when she said, when you get 50, you can say what you want to say. So I'm a bit past 50. But I've been saying what I want to say for a long time. But it feels good to be around sisters that I don't have to justify that I'm a woman of God. I don't have to pardon myself if I don't say it the way you say it. Because you know my heart.
Yes.
You know who I am, right? So that's where love comes in and covers. We may not necessarily see things eye to eye. You may do it one way, I may do it another way, and you may do it yet another way, right? But the fact that we love each other doesn't make your way wrong, doesn't make my way wrong, right? But not having that knit of friends or sisters that you can be around. You walk into a room on eggshells all the time. And that xenophobia kicks in, that fear. And before you know it, now I'm mad at them because they mad at me. I don't like them because they don't like me. When nobody said anything to anybody.
Right.
It's just that unspoken.
Wow. And we even experience betrayal, disappointment in friendships. And we struggle to trust again. So we become, we get to a point where we isolate ourselves because we're protecting our peace. I hear that a lot, and I'm going to protect my peace at all costs. But at the same time, how do you protect your peace without isolating? Building a safe space, in your, as you spoke about it before, in your gauging. Talk about that, Judy.
That's another difficult one because it takes, again, that self-reflection
Yes.
piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always base everything. I try to look at, okay, God, what are you saying? What are you telling me right here? And sometimes that self-reflection is going to cause a period of isolation.
Yeah.
Because what you have to do is understand that whatever path or whatever growth needs to happen, that sometimes it needs to happen with you being alone.
That's right. That's right.
Right? Because
So
I mean, even if we look at Jesus as being the perfect example of how we are to be godly, but yet be human.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there were just periods of where he went off by himself.
Yes, he did.
So
Yes.
understanding that and then replenishing yourself,
Yes. It's important.
and then you can go back to
Yes.
the friendship,
Yeah.
or even reevaluate, you know,
Mhm.
what's going on
Mhm.
with the relationship. You know, I honestly, that I'm older, I don't say, it's like you just said, you know, sometimes the filter is just not there. And you kind of realize some of the care I used to have when I was younger, I don't have to have that care anymore.
Yeah.
Understand that, you know, if I'm alone, it's just for a short period of time. It's just for a season.
Yeah.
And when the seasons change, it's going to change.
Yes.
And understand that it'll get better, but protecting and even looking almost with an eye of faith to say, okay, now I know what I need to look for. I know what I need to expect.
Right.
I know what feelings I need to allow to come up and surface.
Mm-hmm.
So that if there's red flags or if there's green flags or yellow flags, you know, you can
Pay attention
decipher
to the
the
flag.
difference. Pay attention
How
to
to
the
navigate
flags.
through them. Yeah.
And then be okay, you know,
And be okay with it. Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
okay with it. Because when you're not okay, guess what it causes? It causes those things where mental things start happening because you
Yeah.
rehearse it so much in your mind.
Yeah. Yes.
But
Yes.
and then just go forward with God in
Mhm.
it.
Yes. Yes.
That's how it is for me.
And so it's important to understand that sisterhood it's not just about fun, but and the fun is the good part about it.
Yeah.
But it's also about support, healthy support.
Yeah.
It's about healing, and it's about wisdom. When you get to this age and stage in life, you're going to have to apply those things to whatever relationship you're in, whether it's a sisterhood or, you know, whatever other hood. You're going to have to apply the support, the healing, and the wisdom in it. Because real friendships do allow vulnerability. And we should feel safe to share, and we should feel safe to be heard. Even though it may not always be that way. That's where that wisdom comes in. And you know what you should share and what you shouldn't share.
That's right.
So authentic friends remind us of who we are. And even when life tries to make us forget, we still got to remember the authenticity in friendships. So listen, no matter what you face, no matter what you go through or experience within your sisterhood, make sure you're being authentic. Make sure you're asking God to give you the wisdom to be able to know the difference, not only in your actions, but the actions of those that are in that sisterhood. Because authenticity matters. Authenticity is important in whatever relationship that you are forming or are a part of. Remember, be authentic. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Zoe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Sister Speak on YouTube. Stay up to date, join our email list, and follow our blog at www.iamtracymichelle.com.